Oh, hello there. Um, I'm not sure if I have time for you today, as I'm very busy today. Um, I gotta write this very important email first. Then I have a meeting. I have to prepare for the afternoon's presentation. I have to make a bunch of phone calls. Then there's probably a lot of email again I have to reply to, and more meetings, more presentations, Excel sheets. I just can't today. Can you come back next week? Obviously, I'm kidding, but that's how it is for most of us nowadays, or many of us. And I've experienced it myself. I was working the IT life, the corporate life, for more than 10 years, and I had a couple of jobs where I had very little to do, to be honest. I was bored, watching the sun rise and the sun set, basically, some of the days. And then I had a couple of jobs where I was heavily worked. It was crazy times, and like a few projects, flying to different places, working long days, long hours, even the weekends, and just very hectic. So I know at least how it can feel when you are overworked. And I know a few people, colleagues, even my close friends, that they worked so much that they eventually it led to a burnout. So you work too much, and then finally your mind or your body says to you that, hey, it's enough. This is enough. You need to stop. And and I remember there was this one guy at the company I worked for, and he was running from meetings to meetings, and you could see at the office that he was the busy person, as you can imagine it. So he was running from a meeting to a meeting and just quickly stopping by, opening up his laptop and typing something, and he was like, more meetings. And I asked him that, hey, how are you able to do your job if you only have these meetings all the time? And he just replied to me something like, I can't. And so it's this, we're so busy all the time. And to me, it's just very sad that we overwork ourselves to the extent that our body eventually shuts down. And what are we really working on? We occupy ourselves mostly with these meaningless tasks that we just have to do. And if you think about it, like, I can remember a lot of stuff I did that you do it, and a year from now nobody will remember any of it. Even a month from now nobody will remember any of it. And the documents and all the nice presentations and everything you worked on, they're buried somewhere in some archive, and nobody's ever gonna look at them again. But and that's how we spend our time. That's how we spend our days. And I haven't experienced a burnout myself, but I experienced or started experiencing very bad back pain and neck pain and issues on one of these projects, because the working conditions were poor. I mean, we didn't have any keyboards or external displays or anything like that. We just had our laptops and crouching over the table from weeks on end, and it eventually I was in physical pain, and I had to go to a massage therapist for once a week just to be able to keep on working. And I guess I was close to reaching that point where my unconscious would have just said stop, and that would have been it. But I guess I was lucky. I was able to avoid that, even though I suffered from from other things there. But yeah, so but I've seen this firsthand on close people of mine, that what it can lead to, and it is, like I said, I find it sad that like what I find joy is doing something with my own hands, and that is something I think people desperately need and miss working in these office jobs, computer jobs, IT jobs, because they're unable to do that. And for me, I have been able to here at my property, I have been able to do so many different things and learn and build. And like, look at this. We have this most amazing tool here, our hands, and we're using the most amazing tool ever to type on a keyboard. And like, is that what we're built for? Is that what we're meant to do as humans? I don't think so. I mean, we kind of just, now that so many of us is working in these office jobs or computer jobs, it's just, I guess, like it was for me, that everybody is kind of working like this. So I'm also working like this. It's the norm. Everybody is working in IT or something like that, at least in my friend circle. So you don't even think about it, right? But I think we're reducing ourselves to doing something that is unfortunately mostly meaningless, and it's not the best use of our mind or our body. And I guess I reached that breaking point finally. It's now been, I think, exactly 2 weeks since I quit my job in the IT, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I think I need to do something where I use my hands for real, where I'm either outside or I'm doing something in the real world. And now that thinking about this, my journey, my career in the IT industry, it's now I think finally I can think clearly or think outside of it, because when you're inside the industry, you're like in this giant bubble where everybody else is, and you can't really see what it is on the other side. And it's now that I have been out for 2 weeks, I don't know, maybe I can see clearly finally. And I kind of knew that I need to do this decision, I need to make it, but it's a hard decision to make. It really is. And I know that a lot of my friends, they work in the IT. A lot of the people I know work there, and well, if not all of them, nearly all of them they're unhappy. They probably feel a lot of similar things that I have been feeling or I felt, and I've talked with them about this many times. And it's you are stuck there in a way. And but it's just, however anybody is working on where they are currently, I guess my story was that I just kind of stumbled upon the industry. I didn't know what to go study, and I wasn't sure what to do, so I ended up studying IT. I mean, what else, right? And that's how it goes for most of us. But what really keeps us there, if you're unhappy and you kind of know it, but and you maybe want to leave, but it's hard to leave. But one thing that really keeps people there is the money. It's the money, right? The salaries can be so damn good that it just creates this comfort net beneath you that the monthly salary, it's always there. And you can build your life based on that. And I guess there's nothing wrong doing it, but you're kind of giving something away. You're kind of giving something deep inside you away of doing something that's not making you happy, or it can actually make you unhappy. But there's this comfort net below you that you're so used to that it's hard to think living without it or taking big risks and to leave that completely. So it is a reality, and I have to admit I kind of already miss my monthly salary. I know it's not gonna be coming next month, so I'm fine for now, but in a couple of months' time, I think I might be missing that too much, even, so to say. But one thing I remember, this was when I was starting my IT career, is my first job. We had some sort of a dinner, and there was this guy. He was working for the company, and he was talking about history. The history of the area we were in, and he was clearly very, very knowledgeable, and he was so passionate about it. You could see how he was telling all these stories about war and everything that has happened in that area. And some of us at the table asked, like, you're clearly, this is like your thing. Why haven't you pursued a career in this, like a history expert or a history teacher or something like that? And he just point blankly said out straight, it's the money. I'm getting paid so well. He was basically chosen the money over his passion. And I guess in some sense that can also be the correct choice if you make that consciously. I don't know. I mean, you could get a lot of nice things with money. Money can provide you with the sense of not just comfort, but safety. And if you value that very, very much, I guess, why not do it? But I know many of us would not want to be there and kind of want out, but are just staying in because don't know what else to do. And but that was my ideas, what I wanted to discuss today. And to wrap things up, I think now, looking back of working more than 10 years in the IT industry, looking back, being out for a couple of weeks, I feel so different, and I am sure of this. At least for me personally, and after discussing with so many people on the topic, I believe that working in corporate office IT job is not healthy for you. I don't think it's healthy, and I have this very awkward drawing I want to show you. If this is how your day looks like, it starts here and ends on the other end, and your stress levels are basically, from the moment you wake up, they are high, and they go higher, and then they only decrease after your working day is over. I mean, your mind is suffering, your body is suffering, and ultimately it can lead to a burnout, like I have seen happen so many times. And it's just sad. And I mean, if it shouldn't look like this, right? Our lives should not be like this. They should be more even, and we should have time to really wind down, to be able to get some rest to our brains and our minds. And unfortunately, I think in this hectic corporate world, working in IT or other business industries, you are just constantly swamped with all sorts of different information from all different sources, and you have this need inside you that I need to do this, and you have so many things you need to do that you're just exhausted all the time. And I mean, I've seen it like this guy I mentioned, running from meeting to meeting. I've seen people that have 100 emails a day, or I get 150 emails a day, or one person I got 200 emails a day, and then they're just clearly frustrated of that, and they just have to go through all of them. And I guess some people can manage it. I know some people don't stress out on anything, but I think most of us want to do our jobs well, and we feel the need that we need to read every email and reply to every email, and it just at some point it's just too much. And I've seen that too many times. There was a guy working 10-hour days every day, and the company decided that, hey, this guy is so good at what he's doing, we're gonna give you another thing to do. You need to do this every week. And that added several hours to his already heavy workload. And they did that a couple of times, and eventually he said that these guys don't care, they don't listen to me, so I quit. And it's crazy that this happens. It's crazy that some people already are working more than they should be, clearly, and then they are given more work. So that's all I wanted to say today. I think working the computer job, the IT job, is not healthy for you, and at least that's how it was, and that's how it felt for me. And hopefully you like the video. I will probably have a couple of more videos on the corporate life I want to make, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.